Okay guys, well, welcome back to the junkyard. I've been promising you guys a video talking a little bit about what happened after my recording of last month's council meeting in Arnold ended. And tonight seems to be the night I've got some time to talk about that. So, without further ado, here's a quick discussion of the events of last month's public commentary after the council meeting. Basically, Karen Peconi was questioned again by many members of the audience on her Facebook comments of the past and their racist overtones. Specifically the comment about pulling out the water cannons / fire hoses to deal with the Antoine Rose protesters that somehow inconvenienced her being 18 miles away on her 6-block commute to work every day. So, Mayor Peconi's response was, and I'm going to paraphrase this a little bit because I'm doing this all from memory, so please forgive me if it's not exact. But her response was essentially, I'm sick of hearing about this. What I said wasn't intended to be racist. Well, I'm glad you're sick of hearing about it, Karen, because we're sick of having to talk about it all the time. But the point is, it happened. You can't deny that it happened. You've admitted that it happened, but you have yet to take any responsibility for it. You have yet to take any type of appropriate action to either apologize to the people for it happening, and I mean a real apology, not something written off a piece of paper that sounds like my third grader wrote it, and you have yet to take any action to prevent it from happening again, such as, I don't know, resigning from your office because you're obviously not fit to be in it. You're a representative of the city of Arnold, and by extension, you're a representative of the city of New Kensington, because nobody thinks of New Kensington and Arnold as being separate entities. They never have. They probably never will. So you're making your own city that you're supposed to be improving look bad. You're making my city look bad in the process. And Lord knows we have enough bad stuff of our own without your help. I mean, I have a lot of respect for Mayor Raguzzo and the City Council in New Kensington. They have a ton of work ahead of them to clean this place up and deal with the blight and attract business back into our empty downtown sector and back up to Tarentum Bridge Road, which even 30 years ago was bustling and is now pretty much a ghost town inhabited by a grocery store and an empty Kmart. We don't need you making us all look like a bunch of backwater hillbilly hicks because you think it's somehow okay to use water cannons on protesters who are upset about the death of a teenager at the hands of police who overreacted. And race really doesn't even come into that part of it, because for most of us it wouldn't matter if he was black, white, or purple. He was a teenager, he was unarmed, he did not pull a weapon on the officer, he was attempting to flee, and he was shot in the back. But because somebody inconvenienced you and pissed in your Wheaties that morning, it's okay to treat it like it's the 1960s, and we're going to go ahead and have the white police officers turn water hoses on the black protesters, or however you want to see that. It's not okay. Your actions aren't okay. Your statement wasn't okay. Your refusal to admit wrongdoing in the first place wasn't okay. Your refusal to apologize initially wasn't okay. Your half-hearted apology that you actually gave because you knew the entire news media was going to be there recording you wasn't okay. And your absolute refusal to resign from office as you are continuously disgracing your city is not okay. I mean, if Clinton can get impeached for getting a Hummer in the Oval Office, I really think you should probably step down for doing something that is truly offensive to human beings. Now, with that said, the other half of the fun came when Mayor Peconi decided that, in her words, this wasn't racist until Councilman Phil McKinley made it racist. I didn't know the councilman had the power to make something racist or not. I kind of thought that was a state of being, to be controlled by the laws of the universe, God, social interaction, societal norms, not the owner of a pizza shop. I don't know. It doesn't seem to me like anything Phil has said or done has made anything any more or less racist. He's apologized on your behalf because you've embarrassed the hell out of everybody, myself included. He has taken you to account because you were not willing to take responsibility and you don't have enough honor as a politician to do the right thing. And yes, he started to vote to send a letter to the governor's office to have you removed from your position. But it seemed that other than you, everybody else was on board with that on council. So I'm starting to think that when everybody around you is feeling differently than you are, maybe they're not the problem. Maybe it's you. Call me crazy. All that said, Mayor Peconi, personally, I know I have no say in it, and I can't vote you out of office because I live across the street in New Kensington, literally across the street. It's almost tempting to rent an apartment in Arnold just to be able to vote to get you out of there, but it doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon. So I know I can't personally vote you out of office, as much as I want to. But from one human being to another, from one person to another, from one lifelong resident of this area to another, I would ask you to do the right thing. Man up, if you'll forgive the pun. I know, it's a gender-neutral time that we're living in. But seriously, grow a pair, have some honor, do the right thing, resign from office. You don't belong there. You are not good for the city of Arnold. You are not good for our region. You are not good for Westmoreland County. You're making us all look bad. And we can't afford to look bad with the economy being how it is. And with our entire local infrastructure being as badly beat up and blighted as it is. We need to attract business, and business isn't going to want to come to a place that's run by somebody who is going to offend half of their employees and half of their customers. It just doesn't work. You can ask anybody that's ever lived in any town run by an obviously racist mayor. It does not work out well in the end. And, I'd like my kids to be walking down the street wearing shoes and going to school and getting some book learning, if y'all don't mind, ma'am. Yeah, so that's my rant. The next council meeting's coming up on Tuesday, September 11th. I don't know if they have announced the location yet. We were all asking for it to be the Firemen's Social Hall again. And they were looking to see if the fire department would be able to accommodate that schedule, given the turnout for the last couple of months being considerably higher than normal. Gee, I wonder why. Keep an eye on the City of Arnold's website. They usually announce any changes there. Changes are announced by many of us on our Facebook pages, including some of the local activist groups, including the Concerned People of the Community, the Westmoreland County Democrats, we try to make sure we do what we can to keep everybody up to date so that nobody loses their chance to be heard, because we all need to be heard at this point. So, thank you for taking a few minutes to listen to me go off about my feelings. Thank you for watching my videos. If you like what you see here, if you like the work that I'm doing, make sure you like the videos, click on the subscribe button, become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. Ring the bell so you get some notifications on when I'm uploading things, because it's pretty random right now, thanks to my work schedule and my kids, and just trying to keep life together without going crazy. If you want to support what I'm doing here, please feel free to become a patron over at Patreon. It's patreon.com/Frank Shelby. And if you want to have a more engaged conversation online with me and some of my friends that are of the same mindset, some that aren't, go to my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Frank Shelby 15068. And in case you're not local and you're wondering about that, 15068 is the zip code for New Kensington, Arnold, and Lower, and I believe parts, maybe all of Upper Borough. So, thank you again. Have a great evening.